Hello there, you beautiful people. Now, every great programming tutorial series always has an iconic lecture where the student creates the famous Hello World program. As the Python Bible is naturally the best course out there for learning Python, right? We're going to build one of our own. So by the end of this lecture, you're going to know three main ways to create strings, and this is going to give you plenty of flexibility when working with text in your projects. You're also going to learn what a broken string is and how to fix one, which is going to stop you making silly errors and save you a bunch of time, especially when dealing with speech. And finally, you're also going to learn how to print text to the screen, which is a great tool for creating any user interface for your scripts and updating your user about what's going on. These are the fundamentals for any work you're going to do with text in Python in the future, so I hope you're as excited as I am to get started. Let's boot up idle and get into it. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot up here and create another Python script, save that in the desktop Python Bible, and I'm going to call it hello_world.py. So now that that's there, we've saved that script, we're all good to go. So how do we create strings in Python? Now, strings are very easy to create, and all we need to do is open up a double quote or a set of speech marks and then type some text inside and close the string with another set of double quotes. So, for example, if I created a string that's, that said hello, that's how we do it. Pretty easy, right? We just have some double quotes, some text inside, close the double quotes, and that's it. Now, as you can see, idle has turned our string green to help us identify strings at a glance and also detect if something isn't quite right. Now, just like numbers, we can store strings inside variables. So let's create a box or a variable called name, and I'm going to assign that the value of Ziad, which is my name. And basically, this is just going to take the string called Ziad and store it in a box called name. Now, we're expecting this box to hold data with the type of string, right? We're expecting it to hold string data or text data. And we can confirm that by printing out the type. So let's print the type of name. And when I run this, we can see that Python tells us that it comes out with str or string. Okay, so that's simple enough. Let me try and give you a bit more of a complicated example. What if we wanted to save a string called message and set that equal to something like John said to me, I will see you later. Oh. Now, can you see why Python's text highlighting is so useful? We can see here that we've got a string and then something broke here, right? The string hasn't continued because you can see the color change. We seem to have a string here, then something messed up, and then kind of another string at the end. So what's happened here? Well, this is what we call a broken string, and we can see this because the string isn't green anymore, right? Now, the reason for this is because we closed off the string by using the second set of double quotes, even though grammatically that's correct, isn't it? Like if you need to put speech within speech marks. So the way that we can fix this is instead of opening the string with double quotes, we can open them with single quotes, which is basically just the apostrophe on your keyboard. So if I put an apostrophe there, and I put an apostrophe there, that's all fine now. Now, can you see how useful this is? We can basically open strings with either double quotes or single quotes, depending on the punctuation that we're expecting to be in the text. So now we've just got a string that says, John said to me, quote, I will see you later. So that's really, really useful, right? And also, congratulations. You've not only just learned two ways to create strings, you've also just fixed your first broken string. You must be a genius, right? Okay, so what if we have a really long piece of text, like a paragraph from a book or text in an email? Well, right here on my clipboard, I have the opening paragraph from William Shakespeare's famous play Romeo and Juliet. If I create a variable called Romeo, and I set that equal to this text, we're going to see that, and I tried to open up some double quotes, for example, and try and put it all in there, we're going to see it doesn't work, right? The string kind of just breaks after the first line. So how can we fit all of this into just one variable? Well, the way that you can do this in Python is to use triple quotes. So I could put 3 sets of double quotes like that, and that will work fine. Alternatively, I could put 3 sets of single quotes, and that will also work fine. And you can notice the way that it doesn't really matter what, because you can see there's a single quote in here, there's another single quote here, another single quote here. It doesn't really matter. I can put a double quote in there. It doesn't really matter what punctuation is inside, because this is going to take care of all of that. But do note that it will preserve the line spacing. So now that it's enclosed in there, if I want to print out all of this text, all I have to do is just print Romeo. Now, when I save and run that, you can see that it's going to print out the entire text. So to refer to all of that data, now you can imagine this being hundreds and hundreds of lines long, right? This could be anything you wanted. I can refer to all of that data just by using the variable name Romeo, which is really cool, and I'm sure you can see why variables were so useful to get a grip of earlier on. Awesome. We now know way more than enough to create our Hello World program. So let's go back into the script, down here, over here, and delete all of this first. Okay, just start a clean slate again. There we are. So what we need to do to make the Hello World program, the first thing we're going to do is create a variable called hello that's going to hold the text Hello World. And of course, you knew it was coming. Here's a micro challenge for you. What I want you to do is go ahead and create a variable called hello. Then I want you to set the text equal to Hello World with an exclamation mark at the end. You can use either double quotes or single quotes to accomplish this. It's entirely up to you. So pause this video now and have a go at creating the string, then come back to see how you did. How'd you get on? Did you manage it? Well, if you did something like this, hello equals hello world, an exclamation mark, then fantastic. Well done. You really are a fast learner if you got that, because now you know pretty much how to create strings. So all we need to do now is create the famous Hello World program is print this text to the screen. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, here's another micro challenge for you. Go ahead and print the hello variable to the screen and save and run your script to watch the computer say hello. Then unpause the video to see how you got on. Welcome back. Did you manage to make your computer say hello? Here's how I'd have done it. Very simple. Just print hello. And when I save and run that, that's going to print the content of the hello variable to the screen, and the computer is going to say hello world. So congratulations, you've just created the world famous Hello World program in the Python programming language. Well done. So you've learned quite a lot in this lecture. First of all, you learned how to create strings in Python. Python makes creating strings super easy, and in fact gives us 3 ways to do it. You can use single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes, depending on your needs. You also learned how to detect whether a string was broken using idle's convenient syntax highlighting, and also learned how to fix our strings if they do get broken. You then created the legendary Hello World program in Python by using your knowledge of variables to print text to the screen, and you can now class yourself as an official Python programmer. Epic. I'm happy to say you're now well on your way to mastering strings. Well done. Up next, we have a couple of coding challenges to test that you know how to print text to the screen and that you know how to fix broken strings. After that, we're going to create the Hello You project, where we'll be building a program that tells us all about you. We will learn about things such as getting user input, which is always useful, and you're also going to learn string formatting, which is great for automating text creation. These are things which you really don't want to miss, trust me. So I bet you're super excited to smash through those coding challenges and get to the next lecture. So I'll get out of your way, and I'll see you in the next video.